He was a kind-hearted person, someone that you can rely on, and he would do anything for you.
Real funny guy. Life of the party for sure. His smile, the way he welcomed you, the way he just loved you. You always felt comfortable around Yanni. Such a beautiful person.
He was a gentle soul. He was a gentleman.
And one friend said to me, she said, he had the ability to recognize when you were down. Even if their family did not recognize it, he recognized it. And he would come and say, how was your day? How have you been? Are you okay? Can I help?
He was just the kindest man I've known. He was also a person who noticed little things about you. Like he would say, sometimes you're looking tired, you seem okay, or you seem sad. And I just liked that he picked up on those little things and it showed his care. He just genuinely cared.
Anytime you need help, day or night, you never hesitated.
These people that we meet are very, very rare to find.
He ended up being there for any occasion, whether it be somber or any celebration. He was always there.
You know, Uncle Yanesh was at every single thing. He had an infectious personality. I don't even know if there are words that can describe how amazing of a person he was. Words do not do someone like that justice. And it's a deep loss when you lose somebody like that.
He was a very playful, joyful person, adventurous, always seems to be a little mischievous.
Mischievous,
Yes, my mom.
playful,
Mom would describe
stubborn.
him as mannish. He was very mannish.
When we grew up in the country, we had a two-story home. One time Yanesh was on the platform and he fell right through the railing onto the ground. My mom was sitting and she said she just saw this blur that came down, hit the ground, and next thing she looked and he wasn't there. He was just gone.
There was never a dull moment with Yanni, never. He was a clown with everybody. Crazy, so fun, always.
When you walk into Yanesh's house or at a party, you'll see this broad smile on his face, especially if he hasn't seen you for a long time. And he always asks me, "Well, do you want a beer? Let's do it."
I know that he was good at mixing drinks. So he'd always mix, a drink for all of us. And he would coax you into drinking it. Even if you didn't want to try it, you find yourself drinking it.
I remember my mother-in-law's 80th birthday. The crowd was big. The booze was there and everybody was having a blast. And Yanesh was in his element and he started taking his shirt off. He took his shirt off and started waving and dancing.
Oh, his dancing, he had a unique style of dancing. He would always, do this two-finger step.
The favorite step of his.
He loved dancing and we always had parties together. He somehow knew how to play what music when. Would start with the sober music, then get a little bit more fun. And then when we were all down, maybe 5+ tequilas, he would have some wild Caribbean music and the salsa music. It really makes you want to get on the floor and dance. But what I noticed about him is when we all took a break and we sat down and we were all tired and the music still playing, he would be dancing on his own and he had no inhibitions. He didn't feel shy. And every time I read those words, dance like no one is watching, I always used to think about him and I said, that's Yanesh, he dances like no one is watching. I could tell that he just enjoyed being in his own skin. And that was something I really admired about him because not many people are just going to get up and just start dancing in a room full,
He was very funny. Everything was a joke. And nothing was very serious with him. That's the way he wanted to live life.
When he walked into the room, you knew he was there.
Everyone would gravitate
Yes.
towards him.
And he was not allowed to leave the room, if you know what I mean. He couldn't step out before somebody says, "Hey, where is Yanesh?"
We just did a review of him like a month ago. It was his yearly review, and we were sitting there. He gave himself a rating of 5. And Teresa's like, "So you have no room for improvement? You're topped out?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm the best." And it was just, and he just said it without laughing or chuckling or anything. And yeah, that was his personality and how he cut up with us.
We were there for his 50th birthday. We had a lot of fun.
I remember them having a belly dancer for him. And that was a hit.
It became this legendary party.
Yes, it was a crazy day. It was a lot of rain.
It was like a rice patty. I don't know if you've ever experienced a rice patty, but it was like thick, like a thick layer of water.
I remember us
Dancing in the
dancing in the rain. We were drenched, we were wet.
But we didn't stop.
We didn't stop. We just said, screw the rain, let's just dance and dance.
And everybody, including Uncle Yanesh, with the music blaring in the rain, was just breaking it down on the lawn. The cake came out, there was rain and sweat and cake all over, and there's a picture of Uncle Yanesh just standing and staring at the cake, and I'm there laughing along with him. And he was leaning on me because he legitimately could not stand up.
He always wanted to have fun, and he never wanted the party to stop. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning and everybody's trying to go home. And Auntie Candy and Jordan, they had a hard time getting him back into the car.
He wanted to stay over because his siblings were all there and he wanted to hang out.
They would put him in the back seat, and then he would open up the door on the other side and walk back up.
They go to find him, they bring him back, put him in, and then he would come out the other door and it continued.
And he did that about 3 or 4 times until they asked me to help him. So I told them to walk him to the car. I opened the door, put the child lock on the door, and closed it. And then when he tried to open it up again, he looked at me and he said, "You're no fun." Right?
You're no fun. My birthday, we had a luau kind of thing. The reason for the shirt, because you can always find him in one of these.
Knowing with Yanesh, he just wanted to have fun. That's who he was. He was a very simple person at heart. He just liked to be around his friends, his family. He liked his vacations. He liked his drinks. He liked making everybody happy around him.
Always wanted his wife close to him. Always wanted to see her smile. Helped her in every single thing. They never did anything alone. They did it together.
He was a very devoted husband, very good husband, loving, would go the extra mile to do anything for Candy.
In terms of them being together, I think it was a match made in heaven.
Yeah,
right?
honestly.
Like it was written to be. It's something that out of a storybook, something that you see in the movies. Growing up, he was quiet, reserved. And when he met Auntie Candy, he became more outgoing. He would actually tell you his opinion.
He became highly opinionated.
And she brought out the funny side.
Yes.
Then you realize how funny he was. The kids said to her once that we love you so much because since you came along, Uncle Yanesh would talk more and he would chat with us more. He had a lot more to say.
Like anytime you travel, you invite all your coworkers out, for dinner. He's like, "I can fit you in one evening." Well, that's weird. I'm like, "Just so you know, I'm offering to buy dinner, right? And by me, I mean the company, right?" So what he says is, "I like spending my evenings with my wife, and I don't want to miss an opportunity."
They were just so good together. They just sort of complemented each other together so well. And I really, looked at that and I thought, wow, this is what a marriage should look like. So he was a fantastic husband. All of us saw that in him.
Wonderful father. Jordan, although he's his stepson, you would never say that because he was never treated that way. And Jordan didn't treat Yanni as a stepfather. They had an extremely close relationship.
Oh, that little kid, when we first saw him, we thought he was the cutest thing. And then, of course, when he would hug you, he will hug you so tight.
Yeah.
One hug from Jordan as a little boy, and you were gone. That was it. He was yours.
I heard his son giving this touching speech. The fact that he said, "My dad is my role model," that itself showed the type of person he was to his son, the type of person he was to his wife.
He loved that boy with all his heart. They together were like the perfect family. They were the perfect family.
He is going to leave a gap in our lives that we can never replace. The thing that hurts the most is that we are 10 siblings. The first one is the hardest one, and it happened to be him. The irony of it all is that if he had to choose, I think he would have chosen himself. That's the type of person he was.